This is 0 degree, or we can say 2 pi, pi by 2, pi, and 3 pi by 2. Now you know that these are the four quadrants in which the axis is divided. This is the origin. Now, when we talk about the quadrants, two things we have to remember here when we are talking about the sign of trigonometric functions, that how to change one ratio to other. This you have learned in, I think, class 10th also, that sine always changes to cos theta and vice versa. Tan theta changes to cot theta and sec theta changes to cosec theta and vice versa. Right? So this you will remember one thing, that sine theta and cos theta interchange with each other, tan theta interchanges with cot theta and sec theta interchanges with cosec theta. And two more things you have to remember, that ratio changes with respect to y-axis. Ratio changes with respect to y-axis and ratio remains same with respect to x-axis. Now what does this mean? Suppose I want to find out some, let us say I want to find out, if I am given, we are first taking, let us divide it into parts. We are first taking, let us say I want to find out sine 90 plus theta. Now you have learned this in class 10th, that sine 90 plus theta, have you learned? No, you have learned about 90 minus. In class 10th you have learned this thing, that sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Then sec 90 minus theta equals to cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta equal to sec theta. Then tan 90 minus theta equal to cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta equal to tan theta. These you have learnt in class 10th. This ratio change you have learnt in 10th, that sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. You have used them in your questions. But from where have they come? From where have they come? We have to just look it here. Okay, so let us see from where have they come. This is what we are going to study in sign of trigonometric functions. Okay, now let's come to this part. If we are moving from, let us say we are on y-axis, where we are on y-axis, considering the angle on y-axis, and we need to find out sine 90 minus theta. We need to find out an angle which is equivalent to sine 90 minus theta. So I told you two things, ratio changes with respect to y-axis. So whenever we are moving with respect to y-axis, 90 minus means we'll be coming to first quadrant. We'll be coming to first quadrant. And we should remember that in first quadrant, all silver, tea, cups. In first quadrant, all the ratios are positive. All the ratios are positive. A is for all. Silver, that is sine theta, and its reciprocal, that is cosec theta. They are positive and rest are negative. T, that is tan theta, and its reciprocal cot theta are positive and rest are negative. C is for cos theta, and its reciprocal sec theta are positive and rest are negative. Right, so this is all silver, cups. All ratios positive in first quadrant, sine and cosec positive in second quadrant, tan and cot positive in third quadrant, cos and sec positive in fourth quadrant. So when we are talking about this sine 90 minus theta, I am first explaining you from where have you got that. Sine 90 minus theta means we come to first quadrant. And since it is the change with respect to y-axis, the ratio will change. And how will the ratio change? Like this. Sine theta will change to cos theta. And we come to cos theta there. So sine 90 minus theta changes to cos theta. And what is the sign here? Will it change to plus cos theta or will it change to minus sine theta? That will be specified from here. We come to first quadrant and we see that in first quadrant all the ratios are positive. So we will have plus cos theta. Similarly for let us say cos 90 minus theta. Again we come to first quadrant. 90 minus means an angle which is less than that. So less than that means we come to first quadrant. And this theta is always taken as an acute angle. Whenever you are changing the ratio, theta will always be taken as an acute angle. Right? So you remember this thing that theta will always be taken as an acute angle. So now when we talk about acute angle, that means it will be less than 90. So this will come to first quadrant and not to this one. Okay. So cos 90 minus cos theta again changes to sin theta. So 90 minus means we are first coming to first quadrant. Y-axis ratio changes with respect to y-axis. 90 degree is on y-axis. So it converts to sin theta. It converts to sin theta and plus sign because all the ratios are positive in first quadrant. This is how we are getting the others. Now let me explain you about something else. This is how you have got your changes that you've learned in class 10. तब तो हमने बस we have just learned that this is how we have to do the questions, but how it has come, it comes from here only. You're taking this unit circle. Now if I want to find out the ratio change for 90 plus theta, 90 plus means we are moving to an angle which is greater than 90. So greater than 90, again it is an acute angle. So we come to just next quadrant, that is the second quadrant. In second quadrant, again it is with respect to y-axis, 90 degree is on y-axis. If we are taking 90 plus or 90 minus, the ratio will change that I have given you here. So sin theta changes to cos theta. Now I have to apply the sign here, whether it is plus cos. One thing is, two things we have to do. To what ratio it changes, that we have specified here, and whether it is with a plus sign or minus sign. Now we look for the signs according to this ratio. According to this ratio on left hand side. We look for the signs according to this ratio on left hand side. Second quadrant में sign is positive. So we have a positive sign. If I want to find out cos 90 plus theta, because it is 90 plus, so ratio will change. Because it is 90 plus, so ratio will change to sin theta. Okay, cos changes to sin. But in second quadrant, cos theta is negative. We always have to apply the sign here with respect to this ratio on left hand side. Okay, so the ratio changes to sin theta, but the sign that we have to apply here, plus or minus, it will be with respect to this ratio on left hand side. The left hand side is cos theta. Cos theta is negative in second quadrant, so this means it is minus sin theta. Okay, so cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. Now why are we doing these ratio changes, or why are we applying these signs here? Let us see. Suppose I want to find out a value. Okay, I want to find out cos 120 degree. Suppose I need to find out the value of cos 120 degree. I don't know the value of cos 120 degree. We cannot remember the values of all the bigger angles. So I can write it as cos 90 plus 30 degree. Okay, 90 plus some acute angle, and I can definitely now give it as, or I can change it as minus sin 30. So it will be easy for me to find out the value. I cannot remember all the values. If I just ask you, give me the value of cos 180 degree, that you can remember according to the angles that we have learned on the last turn, right? If I say give me the value of cos 130 degree, so you cannot give me the value 130, though we can also not find it out. We need the table there. We just remember the values from 0, 30, 45, then 60, then 90. These values we can remember very easily. We know how to make the table for that also. So if we need to find out cos 120 degree, we can write it as 90 plus 30, and we can change the ratio we have learnt here as minus sine 30 degree. This means minus, and sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So cos 120 degree is equal to minus 1 by 2. Right? So this is how we have to find out the values of bigger angles. So we can convert these ratios, we can convert according to this unit circle, and then we can find out the values of any bigger angles. This is why we are doing these ratio changes. Similarly, when two ratios are there, for each change we have 6 trigonometric ratios. Like now I want to find it out for sec 90 plus theta. So sec 90 plus theta, again we are coming to second quadrant. Sec theta will convert to cosec theta, and let us see what sign will be applied. Sec theta is negative in second quadrant, so this will be a negative sign. Similarly, if we come to cosec 90 plus theta, cosec theta will convert to sec theta, and since cosec theta is positive in second quadrant, so it will be a plus sign. Let us come to tan 90 plus theta, and tan 90 plus theta, tan will convert to cot theta. 90 plus second quadrant mein tan theta is negative, so it will be a negative sign. Similarly, cot 90 plus theta, it is equal to tan theta. Cot will convert to tan. Cot will convert to tan, and cot is negative in second quadrant, so this will be a negative sign. The signs of those ratios which are changing from sine theta and cosec theta will be positive, and rest will be negative. Okay, those ratio changes will be positive whose change was positive in second quadrant, and rest will be negative. So one we've done with respect to y-axis. Let us take another change with respect to x-axis. Now let us see if I want to find out sine pi plus theta. Pi is on x-axis. Pi is on x-axis, and we know that ratio remains same with respect to x-axis. So sine theta will be same as sine theta, but the signs will change here. Pi plus means we are coming to which quadrant? We are coming to third quadrant. Pi plus means we are coming to third quadrant. We always take theta as an acute angle. So we are coming to third quadrant, and in third quadrant sine theta is negative. So it will be with the negative sign. Similarly, we can change for cos. Cos pi plus theta, it will remain as cos theta and with a negative sign. Then tan pi plus theta is equal to tan theta, but it will be a positive sign here since tan is positive in third quadrant. Then come to cot pi plus theta, it will be plus cot theta. Sec pi plus theta, it will be minus sec theta, and cosec pi plus theta, it will be minus cosec theta. Okay, so this is how we have to apply the ratio changes. So how many changes will be there? I have done it for 1, 2 and third, you know here. So we have, how many we can have? 90 minus theta, 90 plus, pi minus, pi plus, 270 minus, 270 plus, and 2 pi minus, 2 pi plus. So all these ratio changes we have, and you have to write all of them in your notebooks. Okay, we have done 3, rest you have to write in your notebooks likewise, and so that you can just remember it and you can just understand that how the ratio changes are occurring with the signs. So this is a very important topic, and I have given you an example also that where we are applying these changes. Okay, let us see an example based on this also. If you want to look for that, we need to find out, okay, is it visible to you? We need to find out cos minus 1710 degree. This is example 9 of your book. Cos minus theta. First of all, we need to apply this cos minus theta. Minus theta means 0 minus theta. 0 minus, that means we are coming to fourth quadrant. And since it is with respect to x-axis, so the ratio will not change. So it will be cos 1710 degree and 0 minus. So it will change to cos, and since cos is positive in fourth quadrant, so it will be a plus sign. So always whenever you get in a question cos minus theta, so cos minus theta will always be equal to cos theta. Sin minus theta. Sin minus theta means again we come to fourth quadrant, and since sin is negative in fourth quadrant, so wherever you have to apply it in many questions, wherever sin minus theta is there, you can write it as minus sin theta. Okay, so cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Sin minus theta is equal to sin theta. This is very important. Sin minus theta is equal to sin theta, and cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. We will be doing the questions. These two are very important. So first of all, we have got this. Now we need to convert it to such an angle. We know the period of cos theta also, that 2n pi plus minus theta. That means we can convert it to such angle which is a multiple of 2n pi. So we can write this as, how can we write it as? This is 1710 degree. So this is 5, that is 18, and okay, we can write it as cos 1800 minus 90. We can write it like this. Whatever angle, we always need to convert to such an angle whose value we know. Okay, so this 1710 can be written as 1800 minus 90. And 1800 is a multiple of 2 pi. This is 5 into 2 pi minus 90. Okay, that means we can write it as 2 pi minus 90. 2 pi minus 90. Any multiple of 2 pi, that the period will be same. We know that 2 pi is the period of cos theta. So any angle which is a multiple of 2 pi, it will have same value as 2 pi. Okay. So that means this can be written as 2 pi minus theta. This can be taken as 2 pi minus 90. And what is cos 2 pi minus theta? That means we come to fourth quadrant, and since it is on x-axis, the ratio will not change. That comes out to be cos 90, and 2 pi minus, that is fourth quadrant, cos is positive, so it is plus cos 90. And we know the value of cos 90, that is 0. So here we have to apply to find out these angles. Any angle we can find out by applying these ratio changes. Any bigger value we can find out. Okay. So this was important part here to change the ratios, and we'll be using it in questions. So this concept we are stopping here.